Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? This is your girl, Splendora Styles. I hope y'all are doing alright today. I am doing alright today. The glare, I don't know if y'all can see me because I can't see me. But anyway, let me talk louder. Okay, so jumping right into today's toxicity is for a lesson, not for a lifetime. It is called FANGS, always available. What am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the things that we see but don't necessarily, things that we see but we ignore. Okay? In one of my lives, I had mentioned how back here in January, I had started praying to God to bless me to have people around me who celebrate me and not tolerate me. And I said that because I know there are people in my life or at that time that tolerated me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't necessarily celebrate me. And I knew this, okay? And I said that during that time from January to March or April, I lost 4 relationships, one of which hurt. And it hurt because I thought that we were close enough to nothing like what separated us. But like I've come to learn that when you have served a purpose in their life or they have served a purpose in your life, y'all are not going to be friends. You're going to lose people out of your life because the assignment is closed. Now, sometimes the assignment may not be closed, but because the motives of a person's heart is very treacherous against you. So sometimes you're meant to do things with people. You have assignments. You have companies you need to create. You have kids you need to create. You have a lot of things that you need to be doing together. And sometimes a person may not see you as the answer to their prayers. You don't fit the description in their mind of how their wife or husband is supposed to look or their friend. Okay? And sometimes we can attract people to us for the wrong reason. All right? And if you're a loving, giving person like myself, I just accept everybody as whom they are. I never try to change people unless that's something that they want to do. Of course, I can facilitate change for anyone. I'm very insightful. I'm very loving. I'm very spiritual. You know, meaning I love God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like I'm very adequate. I feel like I'm very strong. I feel like I'm very insightful to help someone positively. Okay? Now, by that same token, I want that in return. You know, after a while, you get tired of giving and giving and giving and not receiving what you need. Not saying that people don't give to you, because I have people that give to me, and the people that I lost, they gave to me, but they did not give to me what I needed. They did not give to me what they knew they were supposed to give to me. They held back. And I knew this, but like I said before, I thought they would change. You know, sometimes people have trust issues, you know, and they don't trust everyone. So you hope you can win their trust. You hope that you can say the right thing, do the right thing to where they understand that they are in a safe place with a safe person. You understand what I'm saying? Now, birds of a feather flock together, but there's among. Okay, all right. Let me slow down. I'm going too fast. Okay, so I'm the kind of person I always say birds of a feather flock together, right? Strong people hang out with strong people. Okay, weak people hang out with weak people. Devious people hang out with devious people, right? If you're like me, you've been in church all your life, or you've evolved, you have good life experience to where you can be in many circles and not be that type of person. You know, I know a lot of wrong people in the right places and a lot of right people in the wrong places. You understand? And I get that, but that doesn't mean that I'm like that. Okay? I'm trying to explain it correctly, God. So sometimes you can be in the company of people and you can be friends with them. Okay? It doesn't necessarily mean you guys are exactly alike. Okay? We all know this. It's a no-brainer. Okay? So now, sometimes in your circle of friends, you can think you're close. Close meaning you guys share intimate moments, intimate information. You help each other when you're down. And in my book, that's a friend. Okay? Because that's how I am. I'm going to be there for you. When you call, I'm picking up. When you need me, I'm stopping. I'm coming. If I feel you, I'm on my way. That's what I consider a friend. That's what I was taught, right? But my dad used to tell me all the time, because he noticed at a young age that I attracted a lot of people. And he said, you have to be mindful of your friends, because there was someone in particular he didn't like. Okay? I was crazy about her. I thought she was the best thing going. I mean, we had fun. We used to race. We used to buy stuff for each other at the store. She was one of the few kids other than myself that her dad gave her money as well. But my dad didn't like her. My dad also didn't like her dad. Okay? And the old folks is the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Okay? So my dad didn't like her. And he said, you hold your friends closer than your enemies. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I was only 10 years old. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, you watch your enemies because you know they're your enemies. But you have to watch your friends closer. And I'm like, but they my friend. So yeah, but you still got to watch them closer because they know you. They know when you're coming. They know when you're going. They know where you are. They know what you would say. They know what you wouldn't say. They know what you would do. So if ever you got a fake friend, they know how to sabotage you. They know how to take you off the map, as he said, right? So that information, that advice has stuck with me all of my life, okay? And it has proven to work well for me. And even though sometimes my heart gets in the way. My heart makes me look past the FANGS. In the Bible and a lot of religious philosophy, they use animals to characterize a person's personality and their character. Wolves, dogs, snakes, vultures. They use terminology like that, cobras. That's the one I use, And I have someone in particular, the relationship that hurt me when we were no longer friends. But I couldn't really be hurt because I saw the whole time. I have a 10-year dossier on her. Okay, I've seen her do people in. I've seen her lie to people. I've seen her take people's ideas, business ideas. I've seen her take other people's creativity. Like she doesn't have any of her own. It's what I've learned. She copies other people. She copies other people's art. She copies other people's hobbies. She copies other people's vernacular because she's after the dollar. There's nothing wrong with being inspired, okay? I'm inspired. I'm inspired by a lot of people. But I can honestly say I believe nothing I produce is like anything anyone else has produced. I use other people's skills and abilities and talents as information on how to make my own skills, abilities, and talents come to life. You know what I'm saying? And when you find that you are friends with a snake, and you think because y'all both are snakes or a dog, you don't expect them to have friendly fire and turn on you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to remember and understand, just because they're not using it on you doesn't mean it's not available for them to use on you. The fangs are always available. The claws are always available. When I used to work in corporate America, every job, from the time I started working at 18 at Grandy's in Austin, Texas, okay, till I stopped being a chef a few years ago, I was known as Mama Bear on every job. They knew. My staff, my employees were like my kids. Don't mess with my kids. Whatever you do. I have claws, and I will use them. But I have sense. I won't use them on my own. I won't use them on people I say that I love. Never. Unless you push me to that point. And even when you're pushing me, I'm going to let you push me. And I'm going to be asking a question like, okay, what's up? What's wrong? What did I do? What did I say? You feeling all right? Did you hit some Hennessy the wrong way? Did you hit the bud the wrong way? What's going on? You know, this is me. This is the one we love each other. We're the ones we hang out together. We're the ones that come to each other's rescue. We're the ones that pray together. Are you sure? Are you sure you got that gun? You want your guns aimed at me? You sure you want the barrel pushed my way? You know what I'm saying? But before I take my gun out, before I take my weapons out, before I stand toe to toe, nose to nose with you, I gotta figure out where you are. I gotta figure out what you're about, what's really going on. Because I promise you, this is not a battle that you want. I promise you, this is a war you won't win. I know too much about you. You think you know about me, but I know too much about you. That's what some of your friends are saying about you. You think you know them, they know you better. You think you can trust them, you can't. And time and situations will reveal it. My mom used to say, just keep on living. Just keep on living. You know, and true to form. You know, your parents typically are right. They love you. And true to form, the young lady that my dad didn't like, she proved herself out in a few months. She wasn't really my friend. She just wanted to be around me because she didn't have any friends. I had friends. And she thought they were around me because I bought them stuff every day. Maybe some of them were because they didn't have any money. Okay? But they all genuinely liked me. I thought, anyway, at that time. You know what I'm saying? And it can be like that sometimes. You never know why a person is in your face. But check them out. Look at them. Pay attention. My former business partner, Diana Rich. How you doing, girl? I know you're out there across the water somewhere. But when I met her at Black Wall Street, it's closed down now, she said, always know when somebody approaches you, they want something. She said it 3 times. She let me know where she was. See, the truth will always speak, especially when you require the truth. I require the truth. You will tell me who you are, and I will decide if I want to continue further with you. I will keep one eye on you if I need to. And I want you guys to do the same thing. It's hard. I'm the kind of person, I hurt for a minute. I cry for a little while. After that, business as usual. Some of you guys are not cut out like that, and I get it. Okay, some of you guys, you lose your friend, that's the end of the world. You lose your woman, that's the end of the world. You lose your man, that's the end of the world. I get it. And when I was younger, I used to be like that. Being hung up and stuck on people for years. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just facing the fact that we're not a match. We were never a match. Innocent till proven guilty. And once they prove to themselves to be guilty, you have to know how to let them go, because you have a destiny to fulfill and a purpose to fulfill. And you can't get hung up on the one that didn't get you, that didn't respect you, that didn't accept you, that didn't love you. There's millions of people out there who will respect you, who will love you, will not use you, will not abuse you. Do not abuse yourself by letting these people remain in your life. Don't do that. You're better than that. You know, like I see people out here with these saber-toothed dogs. You know, people do some weird stuff out here, mutilating and mixing genes and stuff in a lab and creating these hybrid animals, like they do hybrid food, and you wonder why it's killing you. Because it's hybrid food. Who is this? Hey, Melissa. How you doing, boo? So good for you to join me today. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, like the Bible says, know those that labor among you. And if you're a dog trainer, then you know how to handle dogs. You know when they're getting upset. You know when they're getting antsy. You know when they're about to attack you. You know what to do if they do attack you. You have all the numbers, the research, the data. You have to be that way with your friends. That's what my dad was telling me. Hold your friends closer. Watch them closer. Because everybody's not going to be able to go to the top with you or go long with you. Who's all right for you today may not be all right for you by Christmas, depending on what you got going on. See, you out there being your natural, wonderful self, trying to get better day by day. Everybody is not on that thought process or that paradigm of getting better, of evolving up. And you may be doing it at such a speed to where they can't keep up with you. And they're trying to paint the picture, trying to give the illusion that they are just like you. They're just as creative as you are. They're just as smart as you are. They're just as innovative as you are. They're just as rich as you are. They're just as influential as you are. And they're not. Trust me, if I had a dime, a mere dime, for everybody that tried to take my ideas. Because see, when a person doesn't respect you, when they don't hold you in a good light, they will see your gifts and talents that you're not using, that you are honing, that you are developing, and they see where they can use it now. So they'll try to take it. They will try to replace you. And unfortunately, some of those people are your friends. Some of those people are your family members. Some of those people are the people you sleep with. Everybody that comes to you wants something. Remember that. Don't be, suspicious and anxious and stuff. No, just be aware. Be aware of what you're working with. Be aware of what they are working with. Because their fangs are always available. Fangs don't go nowhere. Fangs are teeth. They don't go nowhere. Fangs are weapons. They don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Be mindful of that. Protect yourself. I have someone I used to know. And she would always ask me for the ingredients in my sun butter. I mean, do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? I mean, do I look like? I would tell you. And many people have asked me. Oh, yes. And then I had a gentleman to ask me. And I said, I'm not telling you that. Marketing guy. He said, well, do you know there are thousands of people out there doing the same thing you're doing? They're not doing it the way I'm doing it. And since you have so much faith in them, why don't you go work for them? Why would you give them your gold nugget? They have more reach than you do. They have more influence than you do. They have more connections than you do. I'm talking about the person that's on the bottom trying to come up. I'm talking to you. I'm talking about the person in the middle that's trying to go up. Pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to what they're not saying. And be mindful. They will use their fangs on your butt. Kick you to the curb like you're nothing. And if you don't have the finances, the clout, the power to fight back, then you have to be silent. You have to be quiet. You have to move discretionally, with discretion. You can't tell everybody everything. I don't care how much what they say that they have or can offer you. You have something that they don't. You got a man they don't have. You got a woman they don't have. You got connections they don't have. You have something they don't have. And because you don't have all the other stuff that they have, they feel like you are disposable. And if you're not mindful, if you're not careful, you will become disposed of. Okay? Like I know someone that I used to know. One of her old friends came in from California, relocated here in Georgia, using her. And she doesn't even see it. I see it. Other people around her see it, but she doesn't. Every frame on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the girl right there with her. Yeah. taking her following, using her. Be mindful now. Claws, fangs, teeth, intellect is always available. And a lot of people do not know what it is to be a friend. They're friends with you as long as it goes their way. They're friends with you as long as you're giving them what they want. And what I've learned because of my daddy, thank you, Daddy. He with Jesus now, but thank you, Daddy, for teaching me to watch my friends closer than I do my enemies. Because I play the long game, baby. Oh, you could ask me this question for the next 10 years. I'll never answer it. Because by the third time you have asked me, I have mapped you out. Like I said, I got a decade dossier on you. I know which way you're coming. And I know which way you're going. So for everybody out there, when you've been done in by a friend, don't cry for a long time. Don't give them your energy like that. Pray about it, reflect on it, see how you became the victim, and decide you're not going to be the victim again. Figure out how they took your company from you. Figure out how they took your man from you. What was you thinking? What were you turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to? Oh, yeah, we all know. There's some cobras out there now. They're watching you. They're watching you come and go. You minding your business. You doing you as only you can do. But remember now, I don't know who this for today. FANGS are always available. Always available. Just make sure they don't use them on you. And you make sure you don't use them on the wrong people, too. Okay? I love you guys. I gotta go. You guys have a great day. Melissa, I love you. Have a great day. I love y'all more than words can ever express. Bye now.